You guys are probably gonna watch this story and just think I'm dumb. I just want disclaimer, like literally this is a disclaimer. Everything I'm about to tell you right now, okay? Just know, remember, I was 12, I was young, I was dumb, and I would never, ever do that again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Kiara here. And as you can see in the title of the video, what we're gonna be doing today is grabbing our drinks, our snacks, our meal, whatever we have, and we're going to sit down and we're gonna listen to a little story that I'm going to tell you guys. Like, telling you guys this as like I'm telling the tea to like my homegirl. So like, I'm about to tell you guys the story time of when, okay, my best friend hooked up with my crush. Just take a minute for that bit. Minute over. So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to be doing my makeup, and I'm not going to be telling you guys what I'm doing with my face because it really doesn't matter, because I'm telling you a story. So the story begins. How old am I? I don't remember when this was. This probably happened, I was probably like 12 or 11. 12. I think I was 12. So I was 12 years old when I had like one of my first like ever serious crushes. Like, I really liked this dude. I don't know what was so like special about him, but I really liked him like a lot. And he would just, I mean, being 12, there's not like much, you know, a boy can really offer. And I feel like as a 12-year-old, I didn't realize that nothing would really come out of this crush that I had on this boy for no absolute reason. Anyways, he was a really nice boy though. Like, I liked him. We had really, like, you know, we had really good conversations. We was on the phone, listen, my heart, like, butterflies in my stomach. Like, it was everything. Like, he was everything in my opinion. Like, I didn't know boys. I knew this one boy, and listen, he was enough for me. So that was that. And at that time, I had a bestie who is no longer my bestie. Like, I had, like, you know, when you're 12, everybody has like a girlfriend who they do everything with, you know, that's your girl, that's your homegirl. I had a clique, but like, that was my girl. I had always told my homegirl about homeboy, you know, about the boy I liked, obviously. Like, you know, she knew him from me, and it was like, this is my crush, you know, everybody knows this. Even though like me and him really, like, I don't know why, but like even like now, even like when I'm dealing with the boys, I don't know, boys are just so super duper weird that like there's always something that, you know, you can't really, like, you can't call him yours. That's not your boy, that's not your boyfriend, but you know, that's your dude. And like, your friends know that's your dude, you know, like, not everybody knows that's your dude because you guys are not official. I was 12, what did I know about being official? But that was my dude, you know, I liked him. At that time, they used to throw a lot of parties. Like, they were throwing a party, but back then, I told you guys I was like 12. What am I gonna go do at a party? Like, if I see a 12-year-old at a party, I'm gonna be so freaking confused. But it was a Halloween party, and me and my sister like wanted to go. Obviously, if I was 12, I don't know, my sister was probably like 14, and we wanted to go to the party, and my bestie was at the crib, and we all like wanted to go. Let's give my crush a name. We're gonna name my crush Jaden. We're gonna name him Jaden. For those of you who don't know, like, Jaden Smith is like my king, like that's my man. I had been talking to like my crush earlier, like before the party and whatnot, and he was going, like, you know, my crush told me, he was like, I'm going to the party, whatever. He was going to the party. I was like, oh my god. So if Jaden's going to the party, this is my chance. Like, this is my chance. This is my chance to have the night of my freaking dreams. So we asked my mom if we could go to the party, and she said no. Y'all already know what it is. Haitian mothers do not play that. Like, I was young, but my sister was old enough to go, but my mom was just not having it. So my mom basically said no to the three of us, and we weren't going to the party, and we were like so freaking disappointed. Like, my friend was sleeping over that night, so like we were like, oh my god, so we're not going. And we're gonna name my friend we're gonna name my friend Nikki. Well, my mom said no, we couldn't go to the party, so you already know, like, homegirl was tight, I was tight, my sis was tight, everybody was tight because we wanted to go turn up at the freaking Halloween party, you know? So we're just chilling at the crib. Nikki goes, yeah, like, my mom is like gonna come pick me up, you know? Nikki said that her mom is gonna come get her. And mind you, Nikki was sleeping over that night. So I was like, what's going on? She said, like, she asked her mom if, like, she could come pick her up so she could go to the party, because my mom said no. And her mom said, okay. Overall, it was all three of us that were supposed to go. You feel me? Like, it was the three of us that were supposed to go. So I feel like if you're at somebody's house and, like, let's say you were supposed to go somewhere or whatever, you know, when you're young, and, like, you know, you can make plans or whatever, but as a mom, it's okay for, like, a parent to say no, and, like, obviously the parents communicate with each other. But I feel like the problem was that Nikki's mom didn't even talk to my mom. You know, Nikki was staying at my house and stuff, but Nikki's mom didn't talk to my mom. But I know my mom wasn't home, and Nikki left, and it was like, okay, well. Later on that night, I don't know what I ended up doing. Probably nothing. Your girl stayed home, and Nikki went to the Halloween party. The next morning, I wake up, and I get, like, a bunch of texts from Nikki. And I open my phone, and I'm opening the texts, and Nikki's like, girl, guess what? And I'm like, what? It was mad early in the morning too. I was like, girl, what? She was like, guess who I hooked up with last night? I was like, girl, who? Like, I mean, back then I wasn't really into boys. Like, I was into boys in the sense where I had a crush, but I wasn't into boys in the sense where, like, I hadn't had, like, my first kiss or anything like that. Like, I was really not into boys. Like, I probably talked to them, and, like, I give them my number, or, like, I had a crush on somebody. You know, I had a crush on this one boy. That's it. And he betrayed me with my bestest friend. Listen, I'm like, girl, who? Like, who is it? And she was like, oh my god, girl, you won't believe it. I'm like, bitch, who? And she's like, Jaden. The way she said it to me, like, she didn't give me, like, space to, like, really, like, digest it. I feel like the fact that she came to me, like, I look so messed up right now. She came to me so excited with it that, like, I was so excited when she came to me and told me, like, you know, this is what happened. And as soon as she was like, Jaden, I was like, okay. So the morning after the Halloween party, homegirl Nikki comes to the crib, right? She came to my house because we were supposed to be going to the beach on that morning. So her mom dropped her off after the party, which was honestly, to me, was just so fucked up. Like, we obviously, like, we had plans. We were going, like, that's my point. That's where I'm going. Like, that's where I'm coming from with the whole thing. We had plans to go to the beach and, like, yeah, my mom said no for the party, which we expected because we were so freaking young. But like, how are you gonna come? You're gonna pick up your daughter, you're gonna bring her to the party, and then you're gonna come back to my crib the next morning mad early at like 6 o'clock in the morning to bring her back so we could continue our sleepover and go to the beach. So Nikki comes back the next morning, you know, and Nikki is up in my room, and Nikki is ready to give me all of the tea. And honestly, I don't know if I was even ready to listen to the tea that this girl was about to drop, because it had to do with my man. Like so her and Jaden were like chilling at the party, and like, you know, he called her and he told her to like come upstairs where he was, and she went. You know, sis is giving me all the tea. And she went, and like they were just chilling up there, and one thing led to another, and boom, they kiss. So I was like, I don't think I spoke. Like, I don't think I said much. She told me the story, and I didn't say much. I really just sat there, just wondering when she would really realize that I couldn't really sit there. And I mean, I feel like I was 12. Being me at my age now, I'm not quite sure how I would react, so don't even ever try it. But like, back then, I didn't really have much to say. Like, I was confused. I didn't know how to deal with the situation. To me, like, I was really shook. Y'all see I can't even say much because I'm still kind of shook that this happened. Like, what the fuck? And after this happened, I remember calling another one of my friends, and like I was on the phone with her, and I was with my sister, and I was like, so this is what, like, Nikki came home and this is what she told me this morning. I don't know what to do with the information. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what I should say to the boy, like if I should say anything to him, like if I should, like, you know, because this was not my boyfriend. So like, he didn't owe me any explanation. He didn't owe me loyalty. I feel like that's why I'm saying it was more so my friend who owed that to me, you know. So after that, I told my sis is right here. Weren't you shook, sis? I told my sis all about it. Weren't you shook? My sis was shook. If I'm gonna go back to the dude, the only reason why I'm not talking more about the dude, really, about Jaden, is because he really doesn't matter. Okay, because to me, it's really the friendship. Like, niggas ain't shit. We already, like, this is like a disclaimer before this video. This is why I'm not even focused on what the heck this dude did, because he doesn't even freaking matter. Like, he's a nigga, and this is something that we expect from them, but not from our girls. After I finished talking to my sister about everything, I really didn't know how to react. So I didn't really do anything about it. I really just stayed quiet, really. Honestly, I don't think she really noticed, or I don't think, well, I mean, she noticed. Obviously, she noticed, because I would like to say she realized that she did something that was wrong. We are on our way to the beach, and my crush texted me, and me and him are just talking, and we're talking, and he's talking to me as if like nothing happened, and I'm like, I know you hooked up with my friend. Like, I didn't say that to him or anything, but that's what I'm thinking. It was a weekend where everybody was going to the beach. So she tells me, she was like, so I talked to Jaden last night, and like he told me he's gonna be going to the beach, and like, you know, like, I'm just sitting there like, I didn't know why she was telling me this information. Like, what's going on, sis? Why do I need to know? She was texting him, and I saw in her messages that she told him that I wouldn't stop asking her, like, what happened between them. Like she told him that she didn't tell me because she wasn't allowed to tell me. I guess that was like a little promise they made to each other. I'm not sure. But she told him that I kept on asking her like what happened, and she was talking shit about me. She said like I'm invading her privacy, and like, yes, B, I'm invading your privacy. So I was really mad. Like, I didn't know how to act, but I was really mad. After that, they literally after like a day, I don't think it even took a minute, but they ended up like hating each other. We were 12. So they ended up hating each other. I don't know what went on there. And that's when he came and he sent me a message, literally like I think the next day, and he sent me a message. He admitted to me that he had hooked up with her on that night. She told him that she didn't tell me, so he didn't know I knew. And he told me he hooked up with her. When he told me, I told him that I already knew. I had to admit that I already knew. I was really disappointed in him. I didn't even know if I still wanted to be dealing with him. Like, you know, 12-year-old me was like having a dilemma. Like, I was really confused. I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know no better. I didn't have any standards. So like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know whether I was supposed to drop this boy or just act like nothing ever happened. Obviously, if now me, all right, if 18-year-old me were to be able to talk to 12-year-old me, I would clearly tell her that she needs to not only drop her friend, but she also needs to drop this boy. But you know, I know better now. So we're cool. We're back to being cool, and I'm cool with my bestie because I don't hold grudges, and I was over it. I was not down to fight for a boy. I think that that's silly. That's very silly. So yeah, I was not about to fight for this loser. So me and my homegirl kept on being friends and whatnot, and me and homeboy continued to speak. We continued to talk, and that was that. So I decided, you know what, since I'm still dealing with this boy and I'm still friends with this girl, let me go talk to her. Let me go tell her, like, girl, this is what it is. Like, I know, like, before, I feel like I wasn't precise. I don't know if I had a lot of boys on my line. I don't know if I was telling her I was talking to a lot of boys and he was just one of them. I don't know why she didn't understand that it wasn't okay for her to hook up with him. Like, but anyway, so I went to her and I said, sis, so, you remember Jaden, right? Like, she was like, yeah, you know, and I was like, girl, so, you know how I had told you before you hooked up with him, I had a crush on him, and she was like, and I was like, and you hooked up with him anyway, and she was just like, and I was like, well, after y'all hooked up, he admitted it to me, he told me y'all hooked up, and you know, you came forward and you told me, even though you didn't apologize, I forgive you. I just wanted to let you know that me and Jaden are a thing, you know? So me and Jaden were not a thing. Like, literally, we weren't a thing. We were literally just talking and just texting, literally, as 12-year-olds, and I guess I took it a little too serious because it was not that serious. No wonder he did what he did. And I told her that, so we're talking now, so you're not allowed to go kissing him. You're not allowed to go kissing my crush. This is my crush. I like him. I'm claiming him right now. If I'm telling you about him, then that's my dude, so stop. She was like, girl, I'm so happy for you. Like, you know, like, I always thought you guys were a perfect match. I was like, anyways, I always thought you guys were a perfect match. Like, I'm so happy for you. Like, you know, and like, yeah, he told me. I was like, he told you. So I didn't know they were talking. As I previously said, he hated her, she hated him, all she did was trash talk him. So now that she hates him, I have my man, so I'm like, okay, you hate him. So she told me that, like, you know, yeah, you know, they're good now, and like he told her that like, you know, he really likes me and whatnot, and that's that. Being me, being I would like to say a regular B, because if you as a girl, as a female, would trust your girlfriend, I know that I was completely wrong for going back into that friendship in the first place, but if you would trust your homegirl after she hooked up with your boy and she's telling you that like, oh, like, you know, I'm talking to him and like, you know, I'm happy for you, I didn't trust that. You know, she was, I think, in the bathroom being a crazy biatch that I am. I went through her phone. Well, not her phone. I went through her messages with my man. I opened their conversations and I kind of dug through. I didn't have to go too far for me to find my sis flirting, probably like as we were speaking, as we were talking about how I'm into him and whatnot. She was flirting with him, talking about, oh, yeah, this was her, oh, I can't stop thinking about that night. And this is him, yeah, oh yeah, me too, I still got it in my mind. And she's like, oh yeah, I get butterflies. Just, I was like, y'all, I read the messages. I was on my bed, I was in my room, like we were at my crib, so I'm on the bed and I'm reading the messages. I was honestly just, I was so shook. I was like, wow, honestly, wow, like, wow. I left the room, and honestly, that's kind of all I can really remember. Like, I stopped messing with that boy. I pretty sure I cut him off right after that, like after I found out. I don't think I don't know if I confronted him about it, because I'm the type of person that, like, if you do something and you know you're doing it, like, I'll cut you off and I'll let you figure out why I did it, you know, by yourself. I don't really want to tell you. I don't have to explain it to you. Obviously, I'm no longer friends with the girl, with Nikki. Jaden, I mean, I would say we're pretty cool. We were 12 and now we're pretty cool. I don't know if Jaden's even gonna know who he is. First of all, I don't know if anybody's gonna know who anybody is. But I mean, I hope so. Like, I hope Nikki knows who she is. She better not, don't come say nothing to me. Like, if you know who you are, then thumbs up, but don't come say nothing to me, because I don't care. We were 12 years old, so if anybody has something to say about this story, then honestly, truly, just exit. Because I mean, I'm gonna be telling story times, and it was really hard for me to like figure out what story I was gonna be giving, just because I feel like I can't really give recent stories. I don't want, you know, I don't want too much tea to be going on here, you know, because the people might figure out who they are, and I'm not trying to have all that, you know, all of that. But this is a story from my childhood, so we're way past that. We're grown-ups now. That is basically the story of when my best friend hooked up with my crush. Like, I was really hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hurt. And I'm not, like, this is honestly something that, like, when I look back, like, if I was able to like cut that out of my life, like all of these types of people, these snakes in my life from like the jump, like, there's a lot of shit that I wouldn't have to have gone through. But everything happens for a freaking reason, you know? I'm not gonna spill too much tea about this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. I'm just sharing with you guys little bits and pieces of my childhood. As I grew up, my life just got more boring, and I'm not sure if the stories I have to tell from now are really appropriate for camera. Wow. But if you guys want to see more story times, then give this video a big thumbs up, because I need to know. And I would like to say thank you so much for 300 subscribers. I think we're like at 320 or something right now, but we're getting somewhere. I'm like so excited, like so excited, so freaking excited that like literally 320 something of you guys think that I'm interesting enough for you to subscribe and to just be here and to just be on this journey with me. I'm just super duper happy. Like, I don't think you guys understand. So I'll see you guys next time in my next video. I hope you guys enjoy.